Yeah, man, please. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Today we're getting ready to leave here at
Little Bennett.
Little Bennett, and we are heading over to a harvest host, and it is in Glen
Allen, Virginia.
And what's the name of the harvest?
Glen Allen, Virginia is...
Oh, gosh. I can't remember where we're going.
It's James River. Yeah, James River Cellars Winery. Cellars is like basement, you know, so James River Cellars Winery in Glen Allen, Virginia.
So that's where we're headed. We're going to spend one night there until we head to
Gaston Lakes in Littleton, North Carolina. And we had to cut it short here because they're moving around, but you know, I told y'all that yesterday. So we found the harvest host. This is going to be our first harvest host experience too.
Yes.
So it should be interesting. You know, hopefully we won't do anything to screw it up and get a strike against us.
No. But the nice thing is that it is a winery. I looked at the website online and it looks really nice. They have events there, look like weddings and different functions. So yeah, it's a nice place. So we're going to try it out.
Check it out. And we will be parked overnight. So sky's the limit.
All right.
So,
we'll see you there.
We'll see ya. Wine tasting, not a lot of people here. They got something going on in the back. But, you know, we just decided to do our wine tasting at our harvest host, James River Cellars.
And I chose the sweets because I like the more than sweet tasting wine.
And I just chose my own.
Give it up.
See what it's like. And this one is my Pinot Gris.
This one is a blush.
They actually give you quite a bit of wine to taste. Nice little place. It's a memory to go in the banks.
Yeah, I mean, it's really nice. You sit outside. They allow you to bring your own food.
Or buy the cheese and crackers.
Or you can purchase the food here. So it's little snacks rather nice.
Cheese, crackers, and pretzels. Yeah. So we're back there. There's one of the other people who's supposed to be coming in. And there, somebody else is tonight. Supposed to be tonight. Don't know if they're showing up or not. Here. That's it. James River Cellars Winery.
I'm tired.
Me too.
morning, y'all.
Good morning.
So, this morning, I want to do a little conversation real quick about expectations and who sets the expectations for the campgrounds. And I'm not going to tell you what I think of the campground yet until I get to the end, towards the end. So, Thousand Trails calls this a resort and campground. And people do their reviews based on the title of the campground you're coming to, or the place you're going to park your RV. So when you think of a resort, you think of all the things that are here. There's a pool, there's a camp store, there's mini golf, you know, that sort of thing. But that's not where you park your RV, because you also think of, when you hear resort, is lush green grass. You think of level concrete pads. You think of, you know, full hookups, and you think of roads. Well, when you come here looking for a resort, and the first thing you do is turn onto a dirt road and drive through a bunch of sites that are dirt and gravel, you know, covered by trees, you know, all that sort of thing. Well, you lose your expectations for it to be a resort. And not only that, you become disappointed in what you see and what you have. And that's where I think Thousand Trails failed this place. Because you come here expecting a resort, then when you get here,
it's a campground.
It's a campground, and you decide, well, that's not what I expected. Now you're going to give it a 2 or a 3, and people have. And people have said the staff here is rude, and that is just totally not true at all. They have never been rude. Everybody has been completely sweet and nice
for the whole week that we've been here. So
yeah, and so that 2 for a campground, for a resort, I mean, that resort gets a 2. But if you come here and you're expecting a campground, well, now that 3 or 2 becomes a high 5, because it is an amazing campground. Okay, because if they call it a campground and you turn in here and you expect, then you can expect, or it's not a surprise when you see dirt roads, dirt sites, and then your expectations really shoot up when you see the camp store that's well stocked, and you see a really nice swimming pool, yes, and the people are really great, and you see mini golf, and you see volleyball and tetherball, and you see all of this kind of stuff here. Well, now this becomes an awesome campground, but in my own opinion, it does not quite meet the expectations that I would have for a resort. Exactly. What do you think?
I think the same. As Benny said, when you go to think of resort, you think of lush green grass, and that's not here. I mean, they have some grassy areas near the lake, which they have a lawn service come out and do that, take care of everything. So what they do have, they keep it well maintained.
Yeah.
The sites are pretty level. I mean, we didn't have any problem getting in here and getting set up. And we had a pull through, which is excellent for a larger RV or fifth wheel. So, I mean, this is just like really outdoor camping. Say, for instance, if people were tent camping, and it's so peaceful and quiet. On the weekends, there was a lot of boats and jet skis on the water, but this week was so quiet. It was like unbelievable. You know, a few people walking their dogs, and on the weekend, I think it livens up from a lot of the locals that come in. But even then, it was still nice.
Yeah. And it was like one dude said to me yesterday, it looks like y'all have this whole place to yourself. So, and it did. It felt that way too. Yeah, that we did.
And it appears that they do have some long-term spaces here where people have parked their RVs and gone, and they probably come in on the weekends or on their vacations and things like that. However, it is the cleanest.
Yeah.
It is the most organized. There is no rundown RVs here, nothing like that. It looks like they just pulled in and parked, actually.
Yeah.
But actually, you can tell they're long term because they may have a little deck or porch and some lawn chairs and things like that outside.
Yeah.
But everything is organized and it looks good.
And people talk about the long-termers here not being friendly. That is completely not true. Everyone has been friendly. Long-termer, staff, campers like us. It's everyone's been cool, and it's been really nice here.
And just like any reviews, you have to look through them to see. You can't just make your decision on one or two people who are disgruntled, and the problem that they have is really their problem, not the other people's problem.
And just like this, what I went through is my opinion. Minnie's opinion, is hers.
Yes.
These people have their opinions as well. It's just that I don't think they are being quite as objective as I just tried to be, and expectations of what you see. So we are getting ready to hit the road. We're packing up. I think I'm about ready to disconnect the electric. If Minnie is ready for me to disconnect the electric.
Nope.
I'm not ready to disconnect the electric. So
It's a little bit more.
so once she's ready, then I'll go ahead and disconnect the electric. We'll pull everything, the slides and all that in, and we will hit the road.
All righty. Until then, we'll see you at the next stop.
Yep.
Gotta understand that we get one chance, one chance.